Hi there everybody who's watching. This is a new chapter for the Behind the Mask series and I'm delighted to be joined by Rory, COO of the amazing restaurant company Giggling Squid. Rory, how's it going?
Great, and Nick, nice to see you in this sort of environment rather than a Zoom environment after 14 months.
Isn't it, Rory? It's so good to be actually sat here face to face. Obviously, I think we're going to Cambridge Legal broadcasting this on Monday, which is when doors open, and with a couple of days to go, it must be quite an exciting feeling to be thinking that finally you're actually going to be allowing customers into the restaurants again. How's it feeling and how's the staff?
Well, yeah, I mean it's been great, but it's not the first time I've said this is an exciting time.
Yeah, okay,
funnily enough, in the last 14 months. However, what I can say is I think I think this time round compared to the first lockdown, we're quietly confident because we've got all the regulations behind us and what we can and what we can't do. So, it feels like a much more confident opening for us, and there's a massive amount of excitement. I think a couple of things have happened in the last couple of weeks that sort of highlighted is obviously because we opened outside areas 5 weeks ago. We had the opportunity of getting some guests back. Obviously, we've been relying on the good old British weather to see us through, but yet the customers have braved it, and it's given us an opportunity. But it's also given me an opportunity to run around a bit, and I think the excitement leading up to Monday is the staff are really in a positive mode about it.
There's that feeling, isn't there? There's a real feeling of excitement. It's actually always gets you carried away. I mean, obviously we have been lucky with the weather. Obviously not today, but that's got to have helped. So I can feel it already coming in here. It's this beautiful restaurant in Boco. So yeah.
And then I think another thing is I had the exec team together, and actually for the first time we feel like with the vaccine coming along that this feels like the Monday that probably we hopefully won't see anything else coming from this. So
kind of a big deal, right?
Yeah, so it's a big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal for us. We're really excited about it. And on top of that, I think it's sort of the first time I've seen some smiles, a little bit of laughter around the table. So it's exciting times for us. We're looking forward to it.
So positive, such a positive excitement, pressure in a good way. Come on then, let's rewind, mate. Obviously, just over a year ago, you had to shut the doors.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. Tell me about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of us have been speaking. What's happened over the last 14 months. I think a lot of us would really love just to put the whole thing behind us now and focus forward. And I think even the date for the 21st of June is our main aim, and hopefully a lot more restrictions go away at that time. But time will tell. But I think. Yeah, there've been some dark times. I think the sector has felt it as a whole. I mean, we certainly did. And if I can say, in the first lockdown when we were forced to close that door, it was a dark day for me. It is not a natural thing for, especially a restaurant and catering business, to have to close their doors to the public. So that was. I gave myself 24 hours to wipe away the tears and get over the frustration. And it was an emotional, time, as I think it was for most. However, we had to get up and get going again and come up with a plan to get our doors open. I mean, we were planning to carry on because obviously we're all weathering the same storm, but we had an extra arm to our business, which was takeaway delivery and click and collect. So, would I say we were lucky? Yes, a little bit that we were doing that, but it was an opportunity that a lot didn't have in the sector that we wanted to take advantage of. So, we gave ourselves 3 weeks to get ourselves operational ready. I think for 2 reasons. I think our staff to feel comfortable in what was, a brand new environment and quite a traumatic. I think the first lockdown was not, it was quite traumatic in the way that, people were worried about COVID, which they knew very little about, and secondly, you know, job security. And I think those were the two big things that played a part in the 3 months, you know, leading up to, I say, the 4th of July, which sort of made sense at that time. You know, sort of from chaos to getting back to some sort of normality. But I think, you know, I think it was the right thing for us to do, both for our staff and our customers, to close down, even though it was, you know, I think those were the worrying weeks for us.
So work out what the hell to do, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we had a business with no income coming into it. We have staff being paid on a weekly basis that we still have to do. 360 of our staff are live-in and we pay their rents. So you can imagine that, you know, how much money do you have in the bank, and that starts becoming a reality. And on the back of that, we realised that we needed to sort of help ourselves off our knees and get going with takeaway and delivery again. So, you know, in sort of shortish space of time, we did that, which was a relief, and it felt like we were opening the doors, you know, once we got going with takeaway and delivery, and there was money coming in.
Well, firstly, thank you for your honesty, because you know, I think being open and honest, especially in the sort of nature of this conversation, is brave. And secondly, thank you for sorting out the takeaway side, because obviously this comes from our office, which is across the road, and coming from Farnham, definitely enjoyed you know, what's, you know, really developed as a takeaway product, from the packaging to how you've actually got it out there. I mean, that didn't just happen.
No, well, look, it was a smaller part of our business. I wouldn't say that we didn't focus on it. We did. However, you know, there was an opportunity here that we suddenly went from a restaurant business to a takeaway business. So, you know, we thought it only right to put as much effort in. And that was to do with the packaging and, you know, the product that we put in, and expanding on that product as much as possible, you know, so by the time it came to the customers' tables at home, you know, it felt special.
Yeah, very good.
That was our aim, really. And, you know, it being a small part of our business, it ended up being all of our business, and did unbelievably well. And actually kept our heads above water, which was, you know, which was for us was a result.
That's an absolute result, and yeah, it's really good. It's really good to hear, because I mean, I suppose the character of you know, the entire teams within Giggling would have been tested, and to have done something which is, you know, I describe as that good luck story. Yeah. No luck in it, but, and I know how hard you've worked. Yeah. We've spoken about this. Okay, so because everyone's busy preparing to open any second. Albeit a couple of days' time, and with this excitement, I don't want to keep you for too long, but what I will say is, obviously having set the platform for the future, with the you know, the optimism of the vaccine rollout, and I know it's into the under 30s now, and as I did before, touch wood, what's the future of Giggling, Rory? What do we expect to see?
Well, look, I think it's unbelievably positive. I mean, I think it's positive in a way that you know, during this time. I have to say, you know, it's been you know, we've all been in this together. We've all had to claw our way through it, and you know, from site level all the way to my exec team have done an unbelievable, beyond unbelievable job.
You said that before. That's amazing.
And you know, it just shows the resilience of people.
Yes.
And on top of that, it just shows that, you know, our business is the people. And that, I think, I think that has come to light too. Besides two things where we set out to do, is that we didn't want to close a business, and we didn't want to make any redundancies.
Yes.
And we've ticked all those boxes. And you know, I think with that, it is creating an unbelievable people foundation for this business to carry on growing it, and on the success of what they've delivered. You know, we are once again in a position to come out of this and carry on growing, which is remarkable. I mean, the results that they got at year end was unbelievable. I mean, it was astonishing, and it's put us in a place where, you know, we feel very comfortable going forward. Along with, you know, our investors, you know, they are pleased You know, and in the time that we were closed down, you know, we kept a little bit of momentum by doing 7 refurbishments. We opened Cambridge, we just about opened Harborne. So you know, kept that momentum going of success within the worst possible times.
Yeah.
And then coming out of that, it's you know, we've got 7 sites lined up now for new openings. So we're going to carry on the bricks and mortar, which is going to be unbelievably exciting. Which is great. And then, you know, on the other side of things, we're also looking into, you know, the delivery kitchen side of things as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, because, you know, we also feel that we've become quite a good delivery business. So, you know, why not? You know, why not keep that momentum going? I think people are used to deliveries now and use them more than ever, and we think that trend will continue, even with people coming back into our business. And it's an opportunity, and where we're looking, it's an opportunity to get our, you know, our brand name, which has been unbelievably strong with a product that you don't naturally cook at home. And get our name into sort of inside the M25 area. So, you know, so it's exciting times ahead.
It's really exciting times. I know it's not come easy. I know it's been tough and you know, incredibly mentally battling and emotional. And it still is. I think that I think the exciting thing from my take, for what's worth, you know, we know that the customers are absolutely dying to come back into Yields and many other restaurants. And it's then a case of sort of keeping up. So I do think there's a lot of positive pressure in terms of you know, managing the expectations of customers. But you know what, the hard bit, the really hard bit's been done, right? And all going well. I think it's good that you've got a promising future. I think a lot of people have, and you know, that sense of optimism is encouraging. It's incredibly encouraging.
Well, I think I think one of the things that's come out of this is not just for us, is the resilience of the sector. I mean, I think it's been phenomenal. I think people have come up with some unbelievable ideas to get them through this.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, and those businesses with, you know, with good people culture have made that happen quite successfully in very actually people traumatic times.
You
know, on an individual personal level. So, you know, I think we should feel proud as a sector, really.
I think so.
That we have dragged ourselves through this, and you know, we're fairly inventive when times are good. But you know, we had to push out the boat a bit. So you know, I'm proud to be working in this sector, and I think it's, you know, it's coming out of this well. I think unfortunately there'll be some car crashes along the way, but you know, that was the times that we were in. But I'm sure they will come back in some sort of well-formed.
I think so. I hope so. I think so. I hope so. We know that the staff shortage, and that's going to be a big challenge due to the Brexit reasons and due to people sort of leaving and maybe not coming back. But there's a lot of sort of positivity in terms of the career options. I believe in hospitality right now are second to none. You know, look at you know, your career path. Things for, you know, guys joining the industry now. You know, what could they possibly achieve? Because I think for the hospitality brand in the UK, it's like never before. There's so many lessons learned.
Yeah, I think that's true. And on the other side of things, is the truth is you can make a career out of this, and on top of that, we're professional.
Yes.
I mean, if you can make it through something like this, you know, we are business people.
There's something there,
we
right?
work unbelievably hard.
Yes.
We've done extraordinary things over the worst possible times.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are making it out the other side with positive stories, and prefer to leave you know, we're not out of it completely yet, but try to leave the negative behind us and push on.
It's been one of the toughest learning curves, but
exactly.
But we're getting there. We're getting there. Listen, I'll shake your hand, but another time. And
absolutely.
So thank you so much for your time. We'll sit and finish our coffee and chat some more. So thank you very much. It's been our
pleasure.
First face-to-face behind the mask.
Yeah, great.
Thanks, Rory.
Thanks.
Cheers,
Bye.
Bye.